Hi, good evening, everyone. This is Lloyd speaking. I think Orlando is having some issue with us today, so he will be joining us. So today will be just me. Okay. Sorry, guys, give me a minute. I'm just setting up something. A bit of a mess at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to share with you some of the breakout setups that I'm looking forward to trade this week. And then I'll go through one of the setups that actually been silver. Yeah, I think that's what I've shown last week. Okay. So before that, just let me have a look at Forex Factory this week. So Forex Factory, today is Tuesday, nothing much. Don't really care about Canadian news. I think overall for this week, what I'm going to take note of is just on Thursday, the ECB main financing rate. That ought to move the euro market quite a fair bit. Yeah, recently I found myself more and more trading the euro currency. No reason why. Just that it happens to have set up for me. Okay, so with that, now just gonna something that that interests me is that oops, wrong. Which one am I sharing? Oh, this. Yeah. So something that interests me is that due to the ongoing Brexit news, yeah, so I might be taking more an extra look as to what's going to happen to pound. Yeah, I don't think I have a setup, but essentially this is what I'm actually looking out for. Yeah, pretty much to me, in the past, I love to trade triangles, breakouts. To me, I thought that's one of the, for me, it's a very simplistic way of looking at the market. So price comes to a line either holds or line rejects. And then after that, I have an excuse to actually enter the market. So that's about it. Yeah, so that's a rather simplistic view. Yeah, so as pound dollar, whenever I look at as a triangle, I get quite excited because essentially price is going to just do about two things. So it's either actually four things I might add, not two things. Yeah. Which that's my annotate tools. Sorry. So you can see that price has done that. So it's either going to bounce off, break, retest, boom. So this is what I'll be interested in trading. Yeah. I think frequently for breakout traders, whenever I present nowadays, that somebody asks me, what if there's no retest? Look, the idea is that the main idea is not about the retest. The main idea is that price actually comes down, give us a better price to enter. So it can be in the form of a higher low. That's it. Yeah, as long as if it's a higher low, I'll still be happy to enter. It will not come as a complete retest. Yeah. Otherwise, price is probably just going to do this and then go down. Yeah. So this is also where I'm going to be interested in trading. So in this case, I just have to clarify that for my trading style, I don't necessarily need a retest. I like to see one, but actually the truth is half the time it does not really happen. Yeah. So given if it's going up, then I want to see a higher low. If it's going down, then I just want to see a lower high. There's either that it should be beneath or above the trend line, simple as that. Yeah, I think that's a question I got asked recently. And I think pound dollar has a very good way of showing it. Now, for me, for the inside bar trading, last week, this is what happened on the silver. So initially, I was actually trading based on this inside bar. So when you go to H4, I think I took the trade during the show itself. So I think I actually entered based on this. Price from, if I didn't recall wrongly, it should be based on this bar which I entered together with Orlando. Yeah. And then I remember Wednesday, these two bars spooked me. It's a double rejection. Spooked me, so I actually take half profits and shift my stop loss to entry. Usually, I kind of regret my decision because it's actually not part of my trading plan. But due to my past virtue as a price action trader, past action still spooked me. I think this time around it was a good spook. Eventually, price actually did retrace. So be it. Now, why I decided to highlight this is that I need to show you that in terms of trading inside bar breakout, there needs to be certain dynamics to it. I mentioned before, I'm not a directional. For this particular strategy, I'm not looking to trade any direction. As long as price setup, I'll go for it. And it just so happened that this week, this is what happens. I have another inside bar. Ta-da! And hence, my trading direction, I have a new inside bar to trade. So really, I'm waiting for price to actually do this. Or really, price will go up and do this. That's all. Yeah. As of this moment, if any of you decide to ask me where will price go, my answer is I don't know. And I don't really care. But if there's a setup, I'll go for it. Hey, by the way, Jess, since Orlando is not here, kind of abuse this show. Any of you actually has any interest in trading this? This is just for my own pleasure. All right. Some other setups that I'm looking for this week is actually Aussie dollar. On a weekly time frame, you can see that price. Now, this is not actually a perfect inside bar that I'm trading. Really, what this actually attracts me in the first place is against the price actually going up. Yeah, so that kind of interests me a bit. This won't be a legit inside bar trade out setup. Yeah. But on saying that, I'm still happy with it because price actually closed within the previous bar. So really, I'm just waiting for price to break up either the high or to the low side. Cat yen, this would be a classic inside bar setup. You can see that. So I don't, against by price action, it does suggest that actually price will be going down simply because I have a lower high and then very strong rejection on the weekly time frame. Yeah. On H4, I thought I might have a setup. I actually did place a pending order. I did not get triggered. Previously, this was an hour back. This was actually a bearish bar, so I thought I can get it. Nope, I'm wrong. So if this turns out to be a bearish bar in about an hour's time, then I will still be happy to trade it. Otherwise, I'll just wait for a proper break. That's for Cat yen. Pound yen, again, weekly, waiting for price to set itself up, and then I'll go for it. Pound yen, very similar in week. This is supposed to be another pair. Correct, I think I messed up. Never mind. I'll try and find a little more present to you. Gold, pretty similar standing. You can see that I have a very nice rejection of gold at H4. Price is just currently dancing about at the bottom half of the range. Now, at this point, if any of you is a chart pattern trader, so this is something that you might be interesting to you. Where's my color? There it is. So this may in fact be a head and shoulder pattern, and the neckline is just very close to the low of the inside bar. So essentially, for all chart, for most of the chart pattern traders and me myself included, I'll be waiting for price to actually break down. Wonder if that happens. And if you remove all this, then essentially this for horizontal level, this will still be a strong level. Yeah. So whatever happens, I think at least 3 groups of there'll be at least 2 big groups of people waiting for price to break down. One is chart pattern traders, the other simply will be just structured traders. Yeah, so we'll see what happens next. Okay. By the way, one thing, the daylight savings has changed. So most of you, some of you may be trading at different brokers. Yeah, so, but whichever it is, at least for my 4-hour bar, it still starts at Singapore time, 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 9 p.m., 1 a.m. Yeah, but soon it will be actually be shift 1 hour later. That means it will be 2, 6, at 10. Yeah. But regardless whether it has changed or not, please take note that the trading time has already changed already. That means for London session, it is actually 4 p.m. now. It's no longer 3 p.m. Let me just confirm. There it is. Yep. So Forex Factory, you can see that for London, it's actually a starting time for me now is 4 p.m. Previously, it used to be 3 p.m. Yeah. That means Europe should be 3 p.m. Yeah. So this is especially important for day traders, anybody who trade 1 hour and below, because I understand that for day traders, your main liquidity comes from the Europe and London crossover. Yeah. So just if you base your strategy based on London Open, that means you need to shift it back by 1 hour. All right, so that's pretty much for me. What I have to share today. Any guys? Any of you have any thing that you might want to clarify? Without Orlando, I'm actually pretty bored. Hi, Parish. I think one of the analysis that I shared yesterday, what was it? Pound Kiwi? It should be Pound Kiwi if I'm not wrong. Let me have a visit of what happened with that. Pound Kiwi is more of a trend analysis, by the way. It's not breakout. Oh gosh. So it did actually bounce off the trend line. Let me have a look at H4, see what happens. I was actually really hoping that price will actually, the H4 chart, price will actually bounce off this. Yeah, unfortunately, it happens. As in this case, it'll be quite tough for me to trade H4. Now, under the usual circumstances, what I'll do is simply just wait for price to do this. But what's complicating for me for Pound Kiwi chart is due to the, so this will be the horizontal level for me. So this is actually a very huge rejection week. Yeah, rejection candle. Usually when I see such candle, I tend to stay out of charts until price actually breaks. So this actually form a new level for me. Until price breaks, come back, retest, and go. Yeah. So for such setup, usually I'll consider that I'm in a later stage of the entry. Yeah, I'm no longer as early as I should be already. So I actually reduce my risk. So that's Pound Kiwi for you. Yeah. So Pound is actually pretty tough to trade at the moment due to the ongoing Brexit news. Not the best currency to trade at the moment. Right. So with that, actually I got, that's all I have at the moment. Yeah, didn't really prepare that much material with you for you. I am missing one pound pair, I believe. I don't know where it disappeared to. I'll try to hunt for it. I need to go through my chats or whatever. Yeah. So with that being the case, guys, if you have no question there, I might be actually ending this session early. Sorry for that. Well, happy to take any question if you have. Nothing? Oh well, so if that's the case, I guess Orlando will be back tomorrow. He's a much more funnier guy, at least compared to me. So I'll look forward to chatting with him tomorrow. There are some chats that I actually want to discuss with him. Yeah. So with that, have a good evening ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.